Hi, this is Hannah Hawthorne, and today I am going to show you something I built that could be very useful if you keep poultry on your site or urban farm. So, this is a maggot bucket setup. So, sounds kind of disgusting, is kind of disgusting, but it can help add a lot of good extra protein to your chicken or other poultry's diet for basically free, while at the same time helping you maybe close some loops and get rid of some waste on your farm or garden. So it is made up pretty simply of 3 parts. We've got one regular bucket that has no holes drilled in it, one bucket that has holes drilled in the bottom, and it's important that the holes are drilled more towards the outer part of the bucket than along the inside, because the maggots will crawl to the edge and fall, which is what you want. You don't want them in the center, because they most likely won't find those or fall through those, or it won't be quite as effective. It still works, but not quite as much. And then a lid with holes in it so that the flies can get in and out. So those are the basic components of the maggot bucket system. I also put something along the edge. This is the top bucket with the holes drilled in the bottom, to make sure that it doesn't get stuck in the bottom bucket, because that can be a big issue with buckets, is you stack them and then they never come apart. So I just used some old, oh gosh, I forget what it's called, but some old rubber that you'd use to insulate doorways. I had a little bit extra. You can also do something on this side. You could put like half of a plastic straw over here to just keep it from sticking. So that's another component you can add if you want to make it a little more foolproof of a system. So the last step of making the maggot bucket is really simple. You'll just need some sort of waste that would regularly attract flies. I regularly make pots of bone broth, and so I have a lot of this gunk waste that I bury because I don't do trash service, but could be much better used for creating some scrumptious fly maggots for my poultry. And you'll need some straw. So you'll want to take a bit of your straw, put it into the bottom there. You really don't need that much, just a little bit. Take your nasty gunk, pop that in on top. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. And then you'll take another handful of hay, put that in right on top there, so that will just help cover it up a little bit, and pop your cap on. The flies will go in through the holes, lay their eggs in the nasty gunk. You can use really anything, stuff that's gone bad in the fridge, if you do keep animals, for other things besides eggs. You can put entrails and stuff in here. Really, any gunk that flies are going to be attracted to. The buckets are inside of each other, and I'm just going to leave this whole setup by my compost bins. I feel like if I want to attract flies anywhere, I'd rather have them already over here where it might smell a little bit. And now you just kind of wait. Oh, one more thing you want to do that I didn't show is you want to put some sort of drying material, flour, cornmeal. You could maybe do it with diatomaceous earth, but I think that might be not the most cost effective and a little a little over the top. But something in the bottom to dry the maggots out when they crawl through. If you don't do that step, they will simply climb up out the sides and probably can get out of here because we've left these little things in there. Also, dry maggots are more pleasant to work with than fresh ones. So that is another step that you will want to take to just finish this whole thing off. But that is how to create a little bit of extra protein for any poultry that you raise. I've got quail, but it would be great for quail or chickens. And it also helps to close a loop if you have food waste on your site that goes into the garbage. You can build one of these to turn it into a resource instead. So that is how to make a maggot bucket. Isn't that charming?